Cape Town, in a nationally televised address following an explosive week in Parliament, President Cyril Ramaphosa issued a stern warning to all political leaders and citizens alike: "We will not allow hate speech to destroy the foundations of our democracy." The president's powerful words have sent shockwaves across the country, drawing both praise and fierce criticism from all sides of the political spectrum. The address, delivered from the Union Buildings in Pretoria, comes in the wake of mounting tensions in Parliament, most notably a fiery confrontation between Ramaphosa and EFF leader Julius Malema, centered on the controversial use of the chant "Kill the Boer" during a heated session. "This is not a question of censorship," Ramaphosa said, his voice steady and deliberate. "This is a question of responsibility, of morality. We have bled too much in this country to allow old wounds to be reopened under the guise of freedom of expression." Ramaphosa emphasized the importance of upholding democratic values such as freedom of speech while also ensuring that such freedoms are not weaponized to incite violence or division. "Freedom of expression is not a license to provoke hatred or threaten the lives and safety of any group," he added. "The democratic South Africa we fought for is one where all citizens, black, white, colored, Indian, must feel safe and protected under the law." He acknowledged the pain of South Africa's violent apartheid past but insisted that liberation slogans must not be used to justify hate or racial provocation. "We honor our history not by repeating the pain, but by building something better from it," he said. This address comes just days after a chaotic session in Parliament where Ramaphosa directly confronted Julius Malema on the use of the "Kill the Boer" chant. The session quickly spiraled into disorder, with EFF members shouting over ANC speakers, DA members calling for disciplinary action, and Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula struggling to regain control. Malema, who defended the chant as a cultural expression of the struggle, accused Ramaphosa of betraying the black working class and appeasing white capital. The clash between the two leaders has reignited fierce national debate over the meaning and limits of liberation-era slogans in a constitutional democracy. Ramaphosa's speech drew a mixed reaction from civil society groups. AfriForum and agricultural organizations welcomed the president's firm stance, with AfriForum CEO Kelly Creel stating, "This is a long overdue step. Hate speech in any form should not be tolerated. We commend the president for standing against inflammatory rhetoric." On the other hand, Pan-Africanist movements and some former liberation activists criticized the president's remarks as tone-deaf and an erasure of revolutionary memory. "Ramaphosa wants to police our voices, but cannot police the inequality, poverty, and violence that our people endure every day. We will not be silenced." Analysts believe Ramaphosa's stance signals a critical pivot in his leadership, choosing to prioritize national cohesion over appeasing radical elements in and outside his party. This moment could either mark a turning point toward real reconciliation or deepen the fractures in our society, depending on how the public, and especially the youth, respond. Inside the ANC, whispers of dissent have reportedly begun to surface, particularly among younger MPs and members of the ANC Youth League who believe Ramaphosa's message could alienate a significant portion of the ANC's traditional support base. Ramaphosa concluded his speech by urging all South Africans to protect our democracy with both passion and patience, and called for a national dialogue on race, reconciliation, and responsible speech. "We must never forget where we come from," he said. "But we must also never lose sight of where we are going. A free and united South Africa cannot be built on words that divide us. Let this be the generation that chooses healing over hatred." With elections looming and public sentiment polarized, Ramaphosa's declaration could become a defining moment, not just for his presidency, but for the soul of the nation.